Another 60-second tattoo review. Let's go! This tattoo was sent in by Sheree, and it is just a little over a year old now, and it was done by James B. You can check him out on Instagram, jamesb.art on Instagram. Some phenomenal stuff. He is working out of Bad Habits Tattoos there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Definitely check him out. Great roster of artists. Now, this is actually the second time Sheree sent in a tattoo to us, and you might remember this one from a few episodes back, but this one is done by a new artist, so let's break it down. First off, I would say this is a cool custom design. If you guys don't know, this is a representation of the Egyptian goddess Bastet, and I think he did a great job custom designing it. I searched all over Google trying to see if he traced it off something. He definitely didn't, and it looks like he does a lot of custom designs. So I think that for the design, he did a really great job. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 on that one. And the reason why I'm not scoring it higher, though, is because when I see this line work, he basically used the same line weight throughout the entire thing. And you can see that there's not many tricks in there, there's no gray lining, there's no different line weights, and there's not really much small detail to speak of. Especially in the night sky up here, you might see some stars or something, or more texture to the clouds. He just really did kind of a simplistic job on it, and I think that's kind of his MO. I think he did it on purpose. So for the line work, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Now for the shading, we gotta flip over to the healed version, because you can see here after it healed, a lot of this night sky is really faint, healed really light. And then I noticed another thing here with this shading on her back, it came out much darker than the shading down in here. And you would think the shading down in here, there'd definitely be some shadows, there'd definitely be more contrast in there. And so just because of how light those healed, the shading, there's not much differentiation throughout the piece, so I'm gonna give the shading a 7.5 out of 10. Which means overall, I rate this one a 7.5 out of 10, because I do think it's clean work, it's a well done custom design, I think he drew it great. It healed well also, so I think 90% of clients would absolutely be happy with this level of work. I personally would have loved to see a little bit more small details in there, but he chose to keep it simple. I think he might have done that on purpose, but he also kept that same line weight throughout, so it's hard for me to rate it any higher than that. So 7.5 out of 10 for this one. Let Sheree know what you think of this tattoo down in the comments below, but if you want to know how your tattoo rates, just send it in. Alright, bye-bye.